This morning, I welcome Business Operations Officer Alina Brooks, and representing the National Training Agency is Balchan Rambaran, the Manager of National Apprenticeship. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Morning.
Good morning.
How are we doing this morning?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
All right, love to hear that. So Alina, let's start with you. Tell us about PLAR.
So the Prior Learning and Assessment Recognition Program is an initiative of the MYDNS, the Ministry of Youth Development and National Service, in partnership with the National Training Agency. It is really geared towards skilled youth in our communities who do not have formal certification.
Okay.
It allows them the opportunity to become assessed and certified through the Trinidad and Tobago National Vocational Qualification as well as the Caribbean Vocational Qualification.
Oh, why did MYDNS see that as important?
It's important because we have a lot of persons, skilled persons, the hairdresser, the mechanic, that the older mechanic took under his wings.
Right.
We see it as important to get them certified to allow them with more job opportunities and to further their studies, etc.
All right. Balchan, tell me about the process in terms of what does the program entail?
Right. So if I could put a little context to it, the PLAR initiative is an initiative that bore fruit under the National Training Agency. The National Training Agency is an organization responsible for technical vocational education and training. And part of its remit and mandate is to ensure that persons who have skills and no certification, there's a system to certify them.
Okay.
That is where PLAR come from. Prior learning, assessment, and recognition.
So historically, we would take this as basically just mentorship, right? So you would have learned, like you said, somebody take you under their wing and they teach you and you learn the trade and the skills. So you have the skill set, but you may not have the certification.
Well, that's one way to look at it, right? But another way to look at it is that people may develop skills not just by training. It might be by working home,
Okay.
cooking with your mother,
Right, but that is
working with your
mentorship
father.
too.
Right. So that kind of thing, or even doing volunteer work.
Right.
You understand? So wherever you develop your skills,
Right.
it can be assessed and certified
So with
based
the-
on this PLAR.
So with the PLAR, do I just come in and say, well, yeah, I have the skill, and they check it? Or
Yeah,
how?
with the NTA, you can walk into us or even call us or go online and you can access the program.
What sort of skills are you certifying?
It cuts across the technical vocational area from the traditional trades like carpentry, masonry, plumbing, mechanic, to hairdressing, to cooking, right? Any skill, even in media, right? Camera production, video production, and so on.
Yeah.
We have those standards which we can assess and certify as well.
So you assess them, and so there's across the board training, and you say, all right, you've passed the competency level, or
Right,
it have different levels?
It's
there?
not training, it's assessment.
Right.
So you'll have already acquired your skills.
Right.
So we put you through an assessment process with a certified assessor. Once you can demonstrate your competence based on set standards,
Right.
then we can certify you.
All right, so how can people who are interested apply to be assessed?
Right. So we would have developed a website on the NTA, a special web page for the application for this particular project with MYDNS. So they go online, they apply, they do a self-assessment, and then we screen them to take them through the process.
So they do a self-assessment,
Yeah.
and then a screening, and then the assessment.
Yeah, then the formal assessment.
All right, nice. Tell me, what does MYDNS hope to achieve with this initiative?
By recognizing and, of course, accrediting the skilled youths in society, we expect that they are encouraged to further their studies. So, for example, if persons would attain the level 1 certification, that they are encouraged to pursue level 2 and level 3, as the case may be. We hope that they would get increased job opportunities. So, for example, to get a promotion at their current job or even get another job that is beneficial to themselves or their families. And of course, we hope to empower them to branch out on their own and become entrepreneurs. All of these are in keeping with our National Youth Policy, Pillar 1, prioritizing youth economic participation and empowerment, and Pillar 2, harnessing youth social and intellectual capital.
All right, Balchan, let me jump back to you because I'm interested to find out how this certification helps. Because, I mean, yes, in theory, it's nice to have the certification, but, I mean, I've often realized that with vocational people who do vocation, people who do trade, and that sort of thing. I never once asked my carpenter if he had certification to do the work. I want to make sure you could build something.
Right, and that's one of the little challenges we have in our society today.
Right.
You found that a lot of persons who would have probably dropped out of school, for whatever the reasons are, would have ended up in the workforce. And when they end up in the workforce, would have obviously built their competence in whatever areas, right? And don't seem to have any certification or never thought of going back to school or getting certification. What the certification or the PLAR does to you is adds value to you. For one, it improves your marketability as an individual in terms of whether you want to go into your own business or whether you want to seek employment or whether you want to further your education. So it gives you that opportunity to get back in the system as well. But it adds a lot of value to you as an individual to promote your own self.
Have you seen that certification work for people?
Endless people in Trinidad and Tobago have walked through the doors of the NTA and has been certified through PLAR.
And have you seen what change it has made to their career trajectory, for example?
Yes, they would have been able to access jobs and career opportunities in terms of further development.
Nice. All right, great. So that means I just want to make sure it's practical because...
Yeah, and the other side to it, apart from individuals walking in, you have corporate clients like companies coming to us as well, right? To seek to certify their employees who have skills but no certification.
Okay.
Because you find you have companies who have a lot of people working with them over a number of years, very competent at what they do, but don't possess certification. So you have companies coming to us as well, seeking PLAR for certification.
Does it work the other way around where companies come looking for people who are certified to employ them?
Well, it can be like that, but we are not an employment agency, so you may not find
A recommendation.
So what we can do is provide you in terms of guidance where you can go, more to the training providers who may have that kind of data and so on.
All right, fantastic. Any closing remarks that you want to leave with the nation?
Well, for the nation, from the perspective of the National Training Agency, we are here to look at technical vocational education and training in terms of workforce development, the development of skills within the country, to ensure there is a pool of skilled workers that can be utilized in all sectors. Working with MYDNS is an opportunity as well to target those youths who probably are lying on the block, probably who are doing other things but have skills, and now can get the opportunity to be certified through the PLAR and achieve what we call, Alina said it, the Trinidad and Tobago National Vocational Qualification or the Caribbean Vocational Qualification.
Is there a cutoff date for being able to sign up for it?
Well, the first set of application had a cutoff date. We extended that because we are also doing it in Tobago.
Nice.
We are doing 300 people in total, 200 in Trinidad and 100 in Tobago.
Okay.
So recently, MYDNS launched the Tobago leg of the program.
Now, I know that MYDNS is very strict about cutting off ages. I know they don't like old people on thing, or there's cut off at 35. Is that the case in this program as well?
Yes.
Well, it is the case with the MYDNS, but for the National Training Agency, there's no age limit.
Okay, so if you're signing up through, but if you're signing up for the PLAR, it is 16 to 35.
Yes, through the MYDNS.
Through the MYDNS. Yes. But if you want to get registered, certified, otherwise you can check NTA and get it regardless of age.
Regardless of age.
All right, fantastic. Well, any closing remarks, Alina?
No, thanks.
All right. Well, I want to thank you both so very much for joining us this morning, and congratulations on this. I think it's a great initiative, and I hope people are able to take it up and get the certification to take them to that next level in their career.
Well, let me say thank you to you for being a great host this morning.
Well, thank you, sir. I'm taking that because it's Friday morning. Guys, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we're talking Comic-Con, so stay tuned.
You gotta have your certificate.